Dubai's ruler Sheikh Mohammed is known not only for his greatness and wealth, but also for high-profile scandals involving his wives and daughters. But few people know about the story of one more wife of Mohammed, who ran away from him much earlier than Princess Haya. She bore the sheikh 3 children, but was able to take only one away. Who is she and why did she escape from the palace? Why did the ruler never recognize their common son? Watch the details of another scandal in the noble family of Al Maktoum. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to give us a like. Let's get started. Sheikh Mohammed is admired as an effective ruler. In 15 years, he has turned Dubai into a prosperous oasis. But the personal life of the head of the emirate is hidden from prying eyes. It is known that only officially he had 6 wives and about 30 children. According to experts studying the life of the Dubai ruler, with most of his women, Sheikh Mohammed was quite strict. A typical history of matrimony can be described as follows. After the birth of children, the sheikh would lose interest in the woman. She would be banished from the palace and he would keep the children. The only exceptions were 2 wives. His senior wife Hind, his cousin, who bore him 12 children. He is still married to her. And the second was the strong-willed Princess Haya of Jordan. Knowing the sheikh's habits, she escaped from her husband herself, taking her 2 children with her. In London, the woman filed for divorce under European law and sued the sheikh $730 million. However, with his fortune of $18 billion, he is unlikely to be very upset about the loss of this amount. But one of Mohammed's first wives, Pauline Aberrached, was much less fortunate. It's about her, as well as her son, who is called Hamlet of the 21st century, we will tell you in today's video. As you know, Shakespeare's hero was supposed to inherit the throne of Denmark, but instead was humiliated and then poisoned. The joint son of Pauline and Mohammed is alive and well, but there are indeed enough humiliations in his life. Perhaps the most important one is not being recognized by his father, and you will be really shaken by this story. Pauline was born in mountainous Lebanon and was not of high birth. Apparently, Pauline and Mohammed first met in Beirut, where the sheikh often went on business trips. It happened in the 1980s, then between them burst into ardent passion. It is not known whether Pauline was the official wife of the sheikh. Probably this information was just removed from all sources. In 1992, a joint child of Mohammed and Pauline was born, who was named Suhail. He didn't inherit his father's noble surname Al Maktoum, but received the surname of his mother Aberrached. In general, there are a lot of intriguing details in this story. Not long ago, the editor of an Arab-American newspaper received a curious letter from a person close to the royal court. It said that Suhail was not the only child Mohammed and Pauline had together. Moreover, he was the 3rd. According to the author of the letter, the couple had a girl Maryam in August 1987 and a boy Mansour in June 1989. It follows that for at least 5 years between the births of Maryam and Suhail, Pauline Aberrached lived in a Dubai palace. The women in the harem disliked her and avoided associating with her, possibly because she was a Christian. As the author of the letter wrote, the breakdown of Pauline and Sheikh Mohammed's relationship occurred shortly before Suhail's birth. The sheikh was angry with Pauline and threw her pregnant out of the palace. Most likely, the ruler separated from his wife without knowing that she was expecting a child. Had the sheikh known about the pregnancy, it is almost certain that he would have waited until the birth and taken the child for himself. But it is possible that Pauline ran away herself, knowing that the child would be taken away from her as well. According to the author of the letter, the monarch kept the other 2 children born to Pauline. Maryam and Mansour stayed in Dubai, while their sibling Suhail was born in Lebanon, where the unfortunate mother was forced to go. Could this be true? Just take a look at this picture posted by Pauline Aberrached on her Facebook. On the left, wearing glasses, is Suhail, who grew up in Lebanon, and on the right is Mansour, who was raised in Mohammed's palace. Look at how much they look alike. In between the images of the brothers is a photo of Princess Maryam. Did you notice that she looks a lot like Pauline? Why did Pauline Abirached combine the young people in one image? The answer is simple. It is very likely that all three are indeed her children. Only Mansour and Mariam grew up with their father and were brought up as prince and princess. In the chronicles of Dubai's ruling family, Mansour is recorded as the son of an Algerian wife Horia, and he is allegedly the brother of the infamous Latifa and Shamsa, whose fate is still reliably unknown. Mariam is believed to be the daughter of Lebanese wife Delilah Alula. Apparently, the women were given the children to raise, as their real mother was a Christian and may have had concubine status. Suhail, on the other hand, stayed with his mother and became a simple man, although in fact he should have inherited his father's title and a fair share of his father's multi-billion-dollar fortune. But why didn't Mohammed recognize him later? Although according to the author of the letter, father and son met once, but their meeting was short-lived. This may sound strange for the 21st century, but the reason is religious. Mohammed is the head of an Islamic state. Suhail's mother is a zealous Christian and has instilled in her son a commitment to this religion. Mohammed, a Muslim, is just unable to recognize that his own son is a Christian. Apart from the image loss, this could lead to political outrage. And also Suhail most likely doesn't want to change his faith. It will be extremely difficult for the subjects of the Muslim Emirate of Dubai to explain why their prince is a Christian. Although there was such a case in their royal family when the ruler's daughter changed her faith, got the status of a princess and the name Mara. As a carrier of noble blood and a potential heir to billions, Suhail leads an unremarkable life. Like all ordinary people, he is trying to find his way in life and he is doing quite well. According to some reports, the man became a military man. At 31, he is completely independent and does not depend on anyone. At the same time, he will never achieve the position, money, and power that are by default reserved for representatives of royal families. Mansour, born by Pauline 3 years earlier than Suhail, was recognized by his father and given the title of prince. Now the young man is actively mastering public administration. His Highness, at the age of 34, already heads the Dubai Supreme Sports Council and the Border Guard Authority. There is no doubt that a brilliant future awaits him. Suhail's elder sister Mariam, like Mansour, was brought up in the palace and favored by her father. She received an excellent education and never lacked money. By the way, the author of the letter mentions that all of Mohammed's official daughters receive a monthly allowance of 1 million dirhams. The amount is equivalent to $270,000 and is given for pocket expenses, such as buying handbags and cosmetics. However, as of September 2019, Mariam does not need this benefit. She was married off to a member of the royal family. Her husband, Sheikh Suhail bin Ahmed Al Maktoum, is a billionaire and one of the most influential people in the Middle East. Neither Mansour nor Mariam had met their mother Pauline. Interestingly, according to Suhail's friends, the failed prince is not the least bit jealous of his successful relatives. After all, they have achieved everything they have not by their own efforts, but thanks to their influential father. Moreover, Suhail even feels a little sorry for his brother and sister. After all, their childhood was spent in the atmosphere of endless intrigues of the Dubai Palace, about which we have already told on our channel. Is it really better to be not rich but free than to be a titled millionaire whose life is ruled by an overbearing father? And how would you answer this question? Write in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, put a like. See you soon.